Well, hello there, my friends. So today we're going to talk about our weekly tip. We're going to dig right on into it. This week we're talking about condition. For condition, we're going to talk about a suppressed immune system. Our body is all connected, and our brain, our spine controls our immune system. And that can be something that's very, very affected, right, during different times of the year, various times of the year. And so things can suppress our immune system. Getting adjusted, chiropractic care can actually help that. We'll get into that in a minute. But first off, I want to dig into a fever. So when we have a suppressed immune system, when we're fighting something, our body's main reaction is a fever, right? So we have a fever where our body spikes up the temperature. So the question is this: is a fever a good thing or a bad thing? Is it good or bad? Do you have your answer? Think about it. So I will have you consider that a fever is actually a good thing. So a fever is your body's natural fighting. It's its natural defense system against something that's fighting it. So our body cranks up the temperature high enough that it kills off whatever's the virus or the antibiotic, the bacteria, the infection. It fights it off, and then it doesn't go so high to affect the cells in our body, right? So it's a defense system. So imagine this: when most people start to have a fever, what do? They start to take something to reduce the fever. So think about that for a moment. I'll have you consider, if your body's defense system is to crank the temperature up, and we take something immediately to decrease it, we're actually stopping our body from fighting off what's fighting us. And yeah, it makes us feel a little bit better for the short term, but you ever notice how those people tend to be sick for days and then a week and 2 weeks? I can't get over this. Well, consider that we wanted to let the fever run its course and let our body fight off what is attacking it. So a fever is good up to about 104 degrees. If you look at all the literature, if it's under 104 degrees, a fever is good, let it run its course. In children, the same goes. Now, we want to watch children as well. If they're still their active, normal selves, let them go, they're fine. Now, if they start to get real, they call it listless or lethargic and tired and just blah, and their fever's on that 103, 104, well, yeah, then we got to look deeper into it, right? Absolutely. Now, something else that we want to do, not only let our immune system fight it off, but we also have to look at our immune system and how are we strengthening it. So a couple things that we do immediately, if you're starting to feel run down and your body's fighting something, a couple things to look at immediately. 1, increase vitamin C. 2, increase vitamin D. Both of those fuel your immune system. Number 3, cut out sugar. Sugar is destructive to your immune system. If you're sitting there drinking pop or eating candy or eating stuff that's full of sugar, you're bottoming out your immune system. Now your body's not prepared to fight it and to do what it needs to do to protect you. Okay? Drink lots of water so we can flush out all this bad stuff that our body's fighting, and rest. Too many of us, when we start to feel run down, we're in a fast-paced world, a fast-paced environment. We start to feel run down. Instead of taking the time to get to bed early and rest and slow down, we keep pushing. And by continuing to push, we go in a downward spiral. Something else that we have in our office here is the Health Source Immune, if you can see that, Health Source Immune. It's an immune boost, great for if you're feeling run down. It's made from olive leaf extract, helps boost your immune system. So those are the things we want to do. If you're feeling run down and we have a suppressed immune system, is say, not what do I need to take, like from a Tylenol or a fever suppressant, but ask the question, what can I do to build up and increase my immune system? On top of that, and this is the last point of the weekly tip today, on top of that, chiropractic care has been shown scientifically to increase your white blood cell count when you get adjusted, especially your mid-back, the T4 to T7, the nerves that come out of there affect white blood cell production and will increase it when getting adjusted. So if you're feeling run down and kind of beat up and like your body's fighting stuff, that is not the time to skip your appointment. I'll have you consider that's the time to get in and get adjusted, and maybe even get adjusted a couple days in a row so that you can boost and elevate your immune system so you have a fighting chance of healing faster, healing quicker, and getting back to living life the way that you want. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. We'll see you next week on our weekly tip where we're going to be talking about wellness-focused topics. Have a great week.